Hi there, I'm Greg Batista from G. Batista Engineering and Construction in sunny Florida, unleashing the info floodgates to give you a basic overview of the structural portion of Florida's building safety or milestone inspection for existing buildings. For more information, request proposals, obtain books, and more, go to my website at askgbatista.com. So, you heard about building safety inspections, and here's why they're so important. Now, let's talk about what exactly these inspections cover. This video is an overview of the structural portion. This is where we get into the bones of your building, literally. Now, don't worry, we'll keep it light. No engineering degree is required to understand this stuff, I promise. When we talk about the structural portion of the building safety inspection, we're basically talking about everything that keeps your building standing tall and strong. Well, think of it as checking out the skeleton of your building. Because just like people, if the bones are not in good shape, everything else is at risk. So, what does this part of the inspection include? Well, the inspectors are going to look at several key components. First up, we've got the foundation. This is where it all begins. The foundation supports the entire structure. And if there are any issues here, it's like having a house built on sand. It's just not going to work. Inspectors will check for cracks, signs of shifting, or any other red flag that might indicate that the foundation isn't as solid as it should be. It's making sure your building isn't secretly trying to do the cha-cha-cha on its own. Second, let's talk about columns and beams. These are the vertical and horizontal supports that carry the weight of the building. During the inspection, these are checked for any signs of wear and tear, rust, spalling, or damage. If your building's columns and beams are showing signs of distress, that's like your building's version of having a really bad stomachache. Or it could mean that something serious is going on, or something that's not as serious going on. Lastly, we can't forget about the roof and the exterior walls. We call it the envelope of the building. It's like the skin on your body that keeps out all the bad stuff like germs. The roof is your building's first line of defense against the elements, like rain, wind, snow, etc. You name it. Inspectors will look for signs of leaks, damage, or sagging. As for the exterior walls, they'll be checking for cracks, water damage, and signs that the structure might be compromised. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how do I prepare for all of this? The good news is, just understanding what the inspectors will be looking for puts you way ahead of the game. Knowing that you'll be checking out the foundation, columns, beams, roof, and the exterior walls means you can start keeping an eye on these areas yourself. The goal here is to catch any issues early before they turn into big, expensive problems. Remember, it's much easier to fix a small crack than to deal with a major structural failure down the road. In our other videos, we'll delve deeper into each one of these components, like what to look for in your roof, how to spot potential issues with your columns and your beams, and more. But for now, just know that the structural portion of the inspection is all about making sure your building's bones are strong and healthy. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out our other videos where we'll start breaking down these components in more detail. And remember, your building safety isn't just important, it's essential. Once again, I'm Greg Batista. I'm a 30-year-plus veteran in the construction and engineering industries in Florida, and I have a passion for teaching what I know to property managers, building maintenance engineers, residents, and homeowners associations. For more information and tips and access to more videos, on LinkedIn, click my name and then follow. And on YouTube, click subscribe and ring that bell. And remember, if you have a question on something going on in your building, just ask G. Batista.